My name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Cancer from the new moon until the full moon. So from the 19th of May until the 4th of June. So I'm going to shuffle your cards, and I'm going to be using my Tower of Prague deck. I'm just shuffling now. I'm just going to lay down your 10 cards on the table. Right, let's have a look at what's going on here. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. Okay, a very positive card to start off with. Got the Ace of Cups here, which is either about a new relationship on the horizon or a new stage within a present one. Okay, it's very much this feeling of you putting your hand out. Okay, so the feeling here is that you've been asking for something. Okay, you've been either putting out some prayers or some wishes or intentions out to the universe, and you're ready to accept. That's the energy which I get here. And when you're ready to accept, then you kind of sort of allow what's yours to come in. So it's very much this energy of things moving to a new stage or a new relationship here. And the time frame of an ace is usually within 1 month here. I'm also seeing this bridge here for connections, okay, and it's very much this feeling of moving from one stage to a new stage here as well. There's also something here about water under the bridge and letting bygones be bygones. I'm also seeing you holding this cup here as well, and it's like maybe you've won a cup for something recently, or it could be symbolic that you've achieved something very important in your life recently. Okay, you feel more complete here around the situation. I mean, looking at the water is extremely calm. Okay, and with water, it does very much relate to the emotions. It has the same type of property. So it could well be, it means that your emotions are either settled now, or they are going to become more settled with what develops over the next month for you. Card crossing is the Two of Swords. Okay, interesting card. This is kind of what's been getting in the way. Okay, there has been some conflict here. Okay, could be conflict around you. It could well be people aren't happy with you for some reason. It could well be that they're very jealous of you, or they're very jealous of what you have. But there's also this conflict within yourself as well, and it could well be that your heart has been feeling one thing and your mind has been wanting something else. Okay, and this is what's been causing this inner conflict within yourself. But as I said, with the Ace of Cups, it's like you put out your hand. There's this acceptance. Yeah, it's like you come to some kind of like agreement within yourself where your heart and your mind start to work together. Okay, and then that kind of lessens, you know, this turn and fro and this pushing and pulling, this blowing hot and cold. So when your heart and your mind work together, then it's like the water, it becomes calm. And also, if you imagine the water when your emotions are all over the place, the water would be very kind of like wavy. Okay, and you imagine two ships. One ship is you, and then the other ship is what you want. If it's too choppy, you know, it's very hard to come together. But once the sea is calm, then the ships come together. What you want starts coming towards you, and you start going towards what you want. So it's like you putting out your hands. This acceptance, okay, this allowing. And this is what's going on at the moment. It's going on behind the scenes on the earth plane, but also on the spiritual plane as well. But most certainly within the month, you're going to feel more settled. Your hand's going to go out. You're going to accept something here. So looking back, coming to the present, I've got the Four of Wands. Wands is a very spiritual suit in the tarot, okay? It's very spiritual, it's very creative, it very much does connect to infinity, to the angels, to the spiritual plane. Something which we never get bored of, okay? We can get bored of stuff here on the earth plane, but something more spiritual, creative, it's like infinite. We can never get bored of it. We can always see it in a different way or learn something new in that respect. But what this card is showing here is it's kind of some kind of archway here on the card. It's like you're moving from one stage to a new one, which I was talking about earlier. So either something new here around matters of the heart or a new stage, but more than anything, it is going to be something new. It is going to be a new phase for you here, okay? And you're just before, as I look back, just before this archway, and you're going to go through this archway and into something new. So you've been thinking about this for a while. You've been putting out your intentions and wishes around this for a while. But it's this acceptance. There has been a lot of conflict around this situation, but this acceptance which you come to, which then allows what you want to come in for you. So looking more forward, I've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. So going back, something untoward might have happened here. There might have been some kind of cheating that went on, or some kind of sort of trust issues here, which is kind of sort of in the past, because with the Seven of Swords reversed, it's very much about moving away from that energy. Okay, you could well have been scared that the same type of thing might happen again here with this new relationship or this new stage within a relationship. Okay, but quite clearly with the Seven of Swords reversed, it's like you moving away from that energy, and it's very much this sense of you being able to trust again, because that does create blockages when you can't trust. Then you don't allow things to open up, you don't allow things to move to the next stage. But it's very much about you putting out your hand, accepting the situation. Okay, when you accept the situation starts to change around you. So the card in the gold position is shown by the Sun card reversed. Yes, it talks about this unhappiness. It could talk about either this broken marriage as I look back, or this relationship situation which didn't work out in the way which you wished. Okay, I keep getting bitter end in here, bitter end. It's very much this feeling that happiness turned to sadness and that laughter turned to tears. So of course you're wanting to find this happiness again. I mean, usually the Sun is the best card in the pack, but it's still the Sun whichever way you look at it. All it means is there's loads of clouds in front of the Sun. Okay, so once you shift those clouds, which you are doing and you are going to do, then you will reveal the Sun which is always there, which is this happiness and these brighter happenings ahead of you. Subconsciously, I've got the Three of Cups in the reverse position, very similar, to the Sun card reversed. It can talk about a lot of upset recently, which could be around a separation situation. Sometimes it can talk about mourning. Okay, there could have been around a recent passing, and it can also be around a love triangle as well, because the card is reversed. So it could relate to the Seven of Swords as I go back, about some type of sort of trust issues here, and there could have been a third party or someone who was kind of sort of interfering. It kind of shows you feeling gutted within yourself around a situation or around an issue. But as I said, it is very much this feeling of acceptance coming up for you. It's like you let go and then you allow what's yours to come in. You put out your hand to something and you accept something. The advice here is shown by the Two of Wands. Favourite card, this one. For me, it's the Twin Flame card. Okay, so it does give me this soul connection around you, a soulmate, or I actually feel something much deeper. I actually feel a twin flame connection, either around you now, but it's always around you in a spiritual sense. Okay, so it could well be that you want to reconnect in some respect here. The twin flame is the other half of your soul. Scientists have done an experiment, like with particles, where you cut one in half. You put one half one side of the universe, the other half the other side of the universe, pull on one, it has the opposite effect on the other straight away. So even faster than the speed of light, which isn't meant to be possible, okay? But they've done an experiment and actually shown it happens straight away. And so too, your connection here with your twin flames, a very, very deep connection. So you do something, they pick it up at a deep spiritual level. And also with this card, you can see the black and white tiles. So it shows you to be completely opposite, black and white, but at the same time, you fit together perfectly, okay? But there could also be a lot of challenges as well, because the flip side of a beautiful soul connection is the challenges which go with it, and there's a lot of lessons which need to be learned so that you can come back together in a physical sense. So on the outside, I've got the World card, okay? Very positive card, okay? This is what's happening to you at the moment. It may not seem like it, everything may be thrown up in the air for you, but often things have to get worse before they get better. Okay, I've got this big victory wreath. Okay, so it's saying victory is going to be in your hands. Okay, and it's taking victory from the jaws of defeat here. Okay, it's some kind of turnaround here. It's about opportunity coming your way. Okay, could well be some travel on the way as well. It is the last major arcana card. So it's like the end of one cycle and moving into a new one. Okay, so this phase which you move into, or this new stage, is going to be much healthier for you, because you have been stuck in this vicious cycle for quite a while where there's been a lot of pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold, and this coming and going. 21 is also known as the key to the door, so you find a way forward around this situation. It can also point to more certainty and also more commitment for you. It's on the way, extremely positive. Your hopes and your fears is shown by the Hanged Man reversed. I suppose your fear is that things are going to remain stuck, and this pushing and pulling is just going to carry on, or these extremes are going to carry on, or you're going to end up at square one all the time. But the Hanged Man reverse is very much about this relief around the situation. You're going to change direction here. You're going to see things from a different perspective. You know, if you change the way you look at something, what you look at also changes as well. And don't forget, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I see this face here, okay? You're going to face up to something here once and for all. And in facing up, you bring around this transformation which you've been wanting for quite a while here. Very powerful card, the Judgment card. A few things. First thing is, it's a very karmic card. So it really does relate to this kind of sort of twin flame connection. And it's very much a reminder that on one side, you've got this beautiful connection, but on the other side, you've got these challenges which go with it. It's like some lessons which have to be learned. You have to kind of sort of readjust your path. You have to do things differently, okay? And then there can be this coming together in a physical sense. Because the Judgment card is also about things going to open up as well for you over the coming month. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. Thank you.